One of the vertical markets that I've been focusing on for the last couple of years is the public sector, cities, counties, and school districts. I've been working with about 15 clients in this vertical over that time period and have found that we are really able to help clients in this vertical. Typically, a city or municipality has multiple locations, sometimes 15, 20, 30, or 40 different physical locations. They've got different decision makers at different locations, so their telecom environment is very decentralized. Often in these municipalities, there's also a lot of turnover in staff, and services might have been set up 10 years ago. That person's not there anymore. So there's often some mystery around what is really their telecom inventory. What services do they really have at each building? What's there that's not needed? And there's really not a high level of visibility on that, partially because these clients don't have enough staff to focus on that sort of thing. In particular, we were able to help one city in Southern California. They happen to have about 35 locations, and with landline services as well as cell phones deployed in multiple departments. In this example, they had 6 different cell phone accounts across 3 different cell phone providers. The police department had set up their own service. The fire department had theirs. Public Works had a different provider. And IT, who was responsible for managing all this, really did not have a lot of control over lines that were being added, devices that were being purchased, and the rates that were being paid. So we assisted that client in consolidating all of their cellular down to one provider. We were able to save them 40% on their cellular cost and greatly simplified not just the management of their cell phone program, but also the process handled by their accounts payable people who have to pay the bills and take care of all that. On the landline side, this client had made a transition from legacy phone services to VoIP a couple of years ago. And they were concerned that they might have had some old analog lines that were left over after that transition. So they asked us to pay particular attention to that in our review. And we were able to find a great number of lines that were left behind that should have been canceled but weren't, and help the client identify which ones those are, so we could help them get that cleaned up. Not only did it save them money, it reduced the number of telco accounts that they actually have by about 30% because of services that could be eliminated.